The city now has a program, Dearborn Show, airing live weekly for an hour from Galata Suites, downtown Dearborn. It includes various segments and competitions in addition to daily and social topics.
Welcome to the Dearborn Show from downtown Dearborn from the Galata Suites, the best suites in USA. We have with us today Ms. Mariam Dabaja. She is a Lebanese American born and raised in Dearborn, Michigan. She is known for being a mental health advocate, entrepreneur, and a community leader. At the age of 22, she earned 2 master's degrees and a bachelor from Wayne State University. She is known for her mental health work and Miss Arab USA.
I was born and raised in Dearborn, Michigan. I started my business AcuDetox Me back in December after dealing with mental health myself and going through the program as well, taking acupuncture from my mom, who I also started the business with. And from there, I started to spread out. I've been going to events, communities, and speaking on mental health and the importance of it.
I know you work with your mom and you work from your home. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about like the fees? Because some people right away they want to know like how much does it cost? What does it inquire? Is it private? All the things associated with mental health and the costs.
Yeah, so I take all types of clients, females, males, children. I actually take newborns to elderly, and I can explain how. But first, the pricing. The pricing is set at $35, which is a really low cost compared to other regular acupuncture places. Mm-hmm. And that's because I feel like prices always get in the way of getting support. So if the prices do not still work for you, I always try to work things out. And if for extreme measures, I always do services for free.
MashaAllah, you're 22 years old and you have a rich background education. You're 2 masters, and I know you work a full-time analyst. So this is an extra job for you.
Yeah.
And yet you applied for Miss USA. I want you to tell me about your experience, because right away, you know, as a Mariam Dabaja from Bint Jbel, and I know the Dabaja family, and I know how we are, I want you to tell me about like the idea, how it came about, and what was your parent reaction to this applying for Miss USA.
Yeah, so when I applied for Miss Arab USA, it was first because my cousin last year, she won Miss Arab Lebanon. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Like, mabruk la ila, bas I don't know what that was. So I did some research and saw that the values were very important. It was a lot of humanitarian work.
That's what I want to know about, because all the things behind the scene, before you enter, you are required to do some community work.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Yeah.
With your busy schedule.
Yeah, my busy schedule is always getting in the way, but alhamdulillah, I always find time to help my community. On the regular, I always go to homeless shelters and I help at soup kitchens and do what I can around the community. Well, one of the requirements for the pageant was to do a fundraiser and raise a certain amount of limit to be able to get the cash prize if you win. And what I did, I first went from community member to community member, and I didn't feel like that was helping too much. And then I thought about Dearborn's small business community, mm-hmm. and I thought, let me dip into that, because I feel like that's crucial. As me coming from Dearborn, Arab, I need to show our roots. So I started a charity pop-up, which, alhamdulillah, did more than I expected and was able to double my goal that I thought I'd earn, and was able to raise more than enough money to add on top of the cash prize if I had won.
What would you like to say to the young ladies who are watching us right now, who you might inspire and maybe motivate them to do some community work, to be like out in the public, community service, or even apply for future Miss Arab USA? And tell us a little bit about what you told me about the attire and all of it too, because this is part of it too, like what you need to wear and what not to wear.
Yeah, always remember your roots. Be thankful for what you have and what's coming for you, because alhamdulillah, you never know how grateful you are until you're living in the moment. And for Miss Arab USA, I know a lot of people thought that, oh, I'm going outside my culture, my heritage, like it's a hype. But in reality, Miss Arab is all about how you lift yourself up, how you present yourselves. So there was no bikinis, there was no bathing suits. Instead, we wore heritage clothing. So I got to wear my folklore Lebanon and with my tantur, which I know a lot of people don't like wearing a tantur. And for
Tantur?
yeah, it's
Can
like,
you explain it? Can you explain to our viewers what is it, just in case, because the young people might not know what it is?
yeah, it's the giant cone everyone likes to call it on your head.
طربوش الطويل.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 15 contestants. We're from all throughout the U.S. We had people from California, New York.
I know, but the background.
Oh, there was Moroccans, Egypt, Palestine, Jordan, Syria.
Who was the queen? Who was the first, the winner?
She was from Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah.
المغرب.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, you were featured in a documentary. Tell us about that feature in a document, being in a documentary, all about you. That's very interesting and that's rewarding, you know.
Yeah. So me and some of the other girls were representatives of the Arab American community. So the whole topic was about how our lives were as an American in the Arab in being an Arab in America, which I spoke on to some of my perspectives of being Arab. But again, like I'm so sheltered in Dearborn, I feel like how I felt being Arab was way different than how the other girls felt being Arab. Because there was one girl who was in Texas, and she would explain like she couldn't wear her cultural clothing out because it would be considered weird or embarrassing. Whereas here in Dearborn, we walk around, we see people in abayat.
All the
they're
time.
wearing their thobes. So it was mind-blowing to me. Like, alhamdulillah for everything.
I know you have more talents. And Nadabki. Tell us about Tadabki, and I love for our young girls and boys to learn Nadabki. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so fun fact, for Miss Arab USA, I actually performed Debke as the talent and was able to perform it on stage live. And I do Debke here in Dearborn for Walla. It's one of the first women-led groups in Dearborn. And so we go around, we do activities, we do help. We're going to start teaching classes soon. And one event that you guys can catch us at soon is at the Southwest Fest on August 23rd.
So you have your own Dabki classes.
We're going to start them soon, inshallah.
MashaAllah,
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Anything else you would like to add about yourself, about your other hidden talents?
I don't have any other hidden talents. I'm on some boards here in Dearborn. One of them being Amina nonprofit, which does humanitarian work worldwide. We recently did a few food distributions in Palestine and Gaza. And I'm also on the advisory board for the business school at Michael Berry Center. And I'm also an active member in Arab Women United and Lotus and Sage Circle.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. God bless you. Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you.